And yes, we are live with another episode of Comic Talk. It's that show brought to you by the Keeg where we talk about this week's new comic book releases. For those of you who don't know, new comic books come out at your local comic shop every single Wednesday. It doesn't matter whether they're DC, Marvel, Image Comic, Boom Studios, Dark Horse Comics, whatever comics, they all come out every Wednesday at your local comic shop. Go to map.comicshopmap.com, find a comic shop near you, pick up any of the comics that we're going to be talking about here, and support your local comic shops. But yes, new comics come out every Wednesday, and we go live here every Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern on youtube.com/The Keeg Show to talk about everything that we could read in like 24 hours, everything that kind of came out this week. Hopefully, we run a good enough spread. It's up to you guys to tell us if we missed anything really important. I'm your host, Dimithri Perera. And yes, if you're watching us live, you're watching us on youtube.com/The Keeg Show, or you're listening to the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc. Wherever you're watching us, listening to us, digesting us, like, comment, subscribe, follow. Let us know you're out there. If you're watching the live stream right now, hop in the chat. Let us know you're out there. Say hi. Tell us what you were interested in reading this week. But once again, it's not just me. If you're watching us live, you can see who our guests are. Both of them very, very fine regulars on Comic Talk, part of the Comic Talk crew. First up, Comics and Cupcakes. Ambrosia, what's up?
Hi, how are you?
Doing good. I am excited for this episode. I'm also excited to see you at the end of the month at San Diego Comic-Con. For anyone out there who's going to San Diego Comic-Con, we got two panels coming out, one of which Ambrosia is on, Comics for Education. So it's not only going to be a fun panel, it's going to be an educational one.
Obviously.
Ambrosia, from a scale of 1 to 10, this week's comics, stacked or slacked?
Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, slacked. I think that's so cute. I like that. I'm gonna say, well, can we have like something like in the middle? Because okay, I want to say like I lied. I'm gonna go stacked because my list was short, but what I did read was really good. But then also you gave me some recommendations to also dive into, and so I read stuff that I wasn't originally on my list that were like top tier. So
Okay.
I'm gonna say stacked.
Okay. Between like 1 and 10, if 10 is like super stacked and
8.
then 1 is super slacked.
7.5 to 8. Nope, I'm gonna go with 8. No, 7.5. 7.8? Can I do 7.8?
Yeah, let's do that. 7.8 out of 10. That's
Yes.
a good week.
Perfect. I love it.
That's a good week. Okay. Well, I'm glad to have you, and I'm glad that you read some new comics this week.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
For anyone out there who's watching us and or listening to us, let us know if you read any new comics this week. Night of Oa says, "Happy Thursday. Always love talking comics." Well, lucky for you, you like talking comics. You came to Comic Talk, so perfect. Thanks for joining us. Also, we got King Krakoa, Aaron Rhodes. Aaron, what's up, man?
Nothing much, my guy. Just, having a good old time reading these books. It's been a pretty extensive week, but this is this week's books I had a good time reading on, honestly, can't lie.
Between 1 and 10, what's your week looking like for comics?
Ooh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna give it an 8. Cause like Ambrosia said, it wasn't like a bunch of comics, but the quantity that I did read was really really good.
Mm-hmm. Good,
right?
Okay. So wait, so what would you give it?
I would give it an 8.
Okay.
Wait, what did you say? An 8?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
That's good.
Pretty solid.
This week for me, I didn't get to read everything that I wanted to read. Sometimes it just doesn't happen. But even the ones that I did want to read, I would say like it was probably like a 7.5 week for me. Which is still good. I'm gonna read comics anyway, and I'm gonna do this show anyway, so it's not like this affects me much. Because I love comics. Like you're not gonna make me skip a week. I don't care. I'm gonna find something to read. And there was stuff I wanted to read that I didn't get to read. So, it is what it is, right?
Right? That's a respectable number, though.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
what did you
all
say? What was yours? I'm so sorry.
8 out, no, what did I say? 7.5 out of 10.
7.5.
7.5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. So we all
Yeah.
had pretty decent weeks. Look at us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So either way, I'm glad that I had you guys have you guys on the show. Also, Aaron is going to be out at San Diego Comic-Con. We're gonna be
Yeah.
hanging out, having fun. Um, I mean, that's pretty much it, right? Hanging out and having fun.
Yeah.
Is there more to it than that?
I mean, right? I mean,
Having
right. We'll
fun
see what
kind of covers everything.
anything we do is gonna be pretty much fun. Even just nerding out at Comic Con, whatever we do.
Yeah, we could just be hanging out and I guess
Right?
I mean, that's fun enough.
I mean, exactly. We're seeing each other in real life, guys. What are you talking about? This is gonna
Yeah,
be
you guys
amazing.
don't even have to have a ticket. Just come hang out outside.
Right? Just hang out with us, right?
Yes, yes. We'll have
Let's
Slurpees.
just
Talk
right.
comics.
Let's just talk about comics, right?
People don't realize how much fun it is
Just-
without even having to pay for anything,
Right?
for free.
Just the
You know?
environment, even in the
Honestly,
area, because they have pop-ups and stuff, within blocks, and they have the Hello Kitty truck come in,
Mhm.
there's so much to do outside of going inside of the convention. But what was the what is that show with John Cena? Why can't I think of it?
The show with Peacemaker?
Oh yeah, that one. The really important one. Did you go
Yeah.
to the Peacemaker bar that they had?
I
I
didn't.
did not.
Last year?
Yeah.
I didn't. No.
No,
Did
but
you?
they're no.
That's
But they have just they'll take stuff and make them cool.
huh.
Yeah,
I like that.
that's so much fun.
A couple years ago when Barbie came out, there was a offsite Barbie Malibu experience, but they weren't official, so they couldn't say Barbie. My friend Barbie, they couldn't say that. They were oh, they had to use other names. It was funny, but it was cool.
My girl Jenny.
At the same time, yeah, it was because it wasn't even called Barbie anything. It was called Malibu Dream Experience or whatever, And I was all right, let's go, let's check it out, let's see what they do, and it was kind of funny because
It's all about the branding, guys. It's all about the branding.
it's yeah, you don't want to get sued, just if you try to do the Comic Talk experience and it's unofficial. Oh no, you better not. I'm gonna get my lawyers on you.
But
We're coming for you, boy.
Don't you have an official Comic Talk Keeg Patreon official for you to plug in now?
Patreon.com/The Keeg Show.
Yes, look at that.
Yeah,
official.
but I meant a live experience at Comic-Con. So anyway, but we do have the 2 panels. So that's the closest you're going to get to...
That is the live experience.
a Keeg experience,
Right.
And then
right?
also there's the third one of Dimithri doing karaoke.
Have I done karaoke with you?
No,
It's
but we
gonna be
can.
fun.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can.
It's gonna be fun.
So, we got a lot to look forward to. So anyone out there who is going to San Diego Comic-Con, let us know, feel free. We'll sign autographs, I guess, is how it works. That's fine. So right now I was vamping because I was trying to put in comic covers, but we'll get to comic covers when we talk about each individual thing. So, but before we get started, who wants to go over their reading list for this week?
Aaron does.
I offer myself as tribute.
Okay. Okay, Aaron, go for it.
So let's do this. So my first pick of the week is Absolute Batman. The second one is Absolute Batman number 22. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute Catwoman number 2. Uncanny X-Men 31. Barbara Gordon number 3. Green Lantern Corps number 18. Sorcerer Supreme number 8. X-Men 97 season 2 number 2. Civil War Unmasked number 3. And Seven Wives number 2 by Dark Horse, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And Star-Crossed number 1.
That's a good amount.
I know, you had a great list.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was actually, I thought it was going to be a lot, but actually a good read, so I didn't mind it.
Good.
Uh, Ambrosia, you wanna
Yeah.
go next?
Yeah, sorry. I was trying to pull up my list when I volunteered
No,
there.
I mean, I also need to pull up my list too. So
Okay,
I'm with it.
perfect.
I'm with it.
My most hyped was Uncanny X-Men issue number 31, and then I had Star Wars, Shadow of Maul issue number 5, Black Cat issue number 12. I had X-Men 97 season 2 issue number 2. And I do have questions about that, so I'm excited to talk about that one.
Yeah.
And then so I
Hey.
had like a slower week. So then Dimitri also gave me a beautiful list to check out. So I read Twilight Zone issue number 9, and then Exquisite Corpses, Rascal Randy issue number 1.
You did get to it.
I did, yeah.
Awesome. I did not get to either one. Those were all my lists: Rascal Randy and Twilight Zone. So, good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know that somebody read it.
Whoop, I did. So look,
Okay.
your effort into putting those in images in didn't all go to waste. I got you.
Yeah. Also, because okay, so let me for anyone out there who's watching, we kind of share our reading lists, like our goal reading lists before the show, so I can prep images. But sometimes we don't get to all of them. But this week, Ambrosia was like, "Oh, there's only a couple that I have," and I was like, "Well, what about these couple things?" And I threw her a bunch because I was like, "I know what Ambrosia likes," so I'm like, "Okay, here are
I
some
know.
recommendations." And I'm glad that you read some of those.
I did, yeah. No, always see this is like the cool thing about comic talk because like you start to know what people enjoy and what they like.
Yeah,
And then you are able to give recommendations. And even like when we say there's a comic for everyone, there is a comic for
truly.
everyone. Like for people who are just like who enjoy to read. Even for like young ones. What was the other one? Like Jeff the Shark
Jeff the
or
Land Shark Superstar. Did you read that one? Did you say
no,
it?
no, I didn't.
Okay.
And it's Simbai. Is that how you say it?
What?
It's Symbiote.
Oh,
The
Simbi. Yeah, yeah,
Simbi. Yeah, no,
yeah,
like those are like geared towards like a younger audience, and so no, like comics are truly for everyone and every interest.
yeah. Um, yeah. It's Simbi came out, and then Jeff the Land Shark Superstar came out, and those are both like all age titles, which is kind of funny. Um, because yeah, I want to hear what you have to think about it, but we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Um, okay, I think I
Are
prepped
you
every.
ready for yours?
Yeah. So, not that I meant for this to I get the special treatment here, but
It
I
is
just
your show.
finished prepping all the images, so I guess you'll see it pop up with me. All right. What did I read? I read Uncanny X-Men 31. I read Absolute Batman 22, Absolute Catwoman 2, Barbara Gordon Breakout number 3, Civil War Unmasked number 3. I got a couple of pages in on Aladdin 1 and I didn't get to finish, and I'm sorry because I got thoughts and I love Aladdin. So, Wolverine 23, I got to. Supergirl 15, I got to. Sorry, that image is not Supergirl 15. That's Starcrossed, but whatever. Jeff the Land Shark Superstar number 1, and that was it. That
No,
was it.
that's a lot.
So, um,
Mhm.
let's see. So, uh, where did I do this? Okay. Anyway, point being is, we all read a good amount of comics this week. Night of
Yeah.
Oa, let us know what you read this week because we'd love to hear it. Um, does anyone have a uh, very obvious pick of the week? Like one that, how do I put this? Did anyone know their pick of the week like really like just off the like super easy? You're like, I know what my pick of the week is gonna be.
Mm. I'm not gonna lie. I almost chose one that was not my pick of the week that I chose just, off the wall. But after I read it again, it was thought about it again. It was still worth the pick though.
Okay.
I was curious about yours because when we were talking about it at the beginning, you were like,
Yeah,
My
why are you
mm.
gosh.
so on the fence? We haven't even told everybody
Oh,
out there what it is,
because
but
You
why are
still
you
I'm
so
should
gonna
on the
keep
fence for
it.
it?
because I'm gonna talk about it because I absolutely love it now, and I'm gonna highly recommend. Do I need to talk about it now? Or did I
Yes,
just go
yes,
into it?
As
yes.
long as you
Okay.
introduce it like as long as you introduce
You
it
know
like I
what?
said.
You're right. Okay, so stall me for just a 10 seconds.
I
Let
already
me
put the cover up, so
boom.
it's not a surprise right now, but
Okay.
maybe it's a surprise to you.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna yeah, because I'm gonna talk about the second one that was my almost choice. But the one I'm going to my favorite pick of the week was Absolute Catwoman #2. I kind of liked her kind of story of like this band of sisterhood of like thieving pants. It was fun. Like they called themselves the Calicos, and there's a group of basically Catwomen, and the group that they put together is essentially it feels like the Ocean's 11 remake, kind of a little bit.
Oceans, what
Oh,
was it? Oceans 9.
okay,
Wait,
right, Ocean's 9.
11,
What's
12, 13. So
or was
that's
it 13?
8, 9, 10. It was 8. Oceans 8?
Ocean's 8. That's exactly what it was. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So it kind of gave me that vibe. Like they like kind of came together off the off the streets, but they it was kind of like a good sisterhood. But their story of seeing these her of the band of girls that are together. Who is it? Selena Kyle. This girl named Holly.
It's four thieves, right? It's four
Yes.
cat related thieves they call
Right.
themselves the Calico Gang,
The
right?
Calicos. Yeah.
I
And
love that. I love that name to begin with.
right, right. I was instantly in it, and I was like, okay. And then we get like because in the beginning, we on the first book, we kind of get just like a little essential like Selena Kyle moment of she's just always been a thief, but she has this past, but we don't really know much about it. And then we get the history of her like when she first started out becoming a thief, and the group that she ended up getting into with when she was a teenager. But it's her, this girl Holly, one of my favorites, Loki, Helen Bertinelli, who is actually the Huntress in the main DC universe, and another girl, Victoria Sage, who I actually thought was going to be Barbara Gordon. I'm not gonna lie.
Because she had red hair, and
Yeah, and she
she's
was a tech
a
wizard.
tech
Like,
wizard with red hair, and then but here's the thing. I don't want to fuel the people that are out there dissing on Black Barbara Gordon from Absolute Batman, because there's bound to be people that are going to be like,
forgot.
not my
Yeah,
Barbara, not my
yeah.
Barbara.
But
And
I
then
honestly love her.
yeah, I mean, she's great there. The only thing that I thought this could be, Victoria Sage. The only person I could think of is Vic Sage, aka The Question.
Hmm.
That's the only, by name only.
Huh.
Vic Sage is
That
The
could make sense.
Question, and this is Victoria Sage. That's
I
all I got.
mean, the absolute universe has been changing histories. I mean, let's not even talk about what happens in the absolute story in the absolute Batman 22. So,
Yeah,
just which I've become a fan of. I'm a Batman fan, guys. What's going on with that? Jeez, we have
I
strayed
know
so far from
you're a
God's light.
self-hating Batman fan.
I am.
Are
I
you
am
really?
proudly, yeah, proudly. I don't like him until his Bat family comes into the play. And I like him now, and I do love the story that it tells. But the absolute Catwoman story, I love that it doesn't it doesn't center around Batman. It doesn't, like, we only get like mentions of her in like her time like training with Waylon, but we never get like a her and Bruce moment. We don't start off with her and Bruce, which I absolutely love. We get
For
her
Absolute Catwoman,
autonomy.
you saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, for absolute, yeah, absolute Catwoman, and like the fact that she has her own storyline, like of her like coming from Cuba and as a baby and having to like grow up as an orphan. And yeah, it was a really good story, and I'm kind of excited to see where her and her gang go next with this. and with her enemy being one of my favorite characters in the DC universe, Cassandra Cain.
Yeah. That
That
okay,
threw
so
me for a loop.
yeah, so Absolute Catwoman #1 for me, like the first issue, this is the second issue. The first issue to
Hmm.
me didn't divert from the source material enough for me to really like be in awe of,
Right.
right? Like
Hmm.
cuz it starts off like there's already a gang that has a very similar Catwoman suit and there's a gang of them and I'm like, okay, this
Yeah.
all just seems like it could just be a story in DC, like the
Right.
Prime Earth DC, right? It doesn't have to be an
Hmm.
absolute DC thing. It could just be like a Selena Kyle story over there.
Honestly,
And
yeah.
the only thing that changed in issue 1 was the motorcycle she had that turns into like this mech like panther
Apex
and like
mode.
cool. It was
Yes.
like okay, cool. It was very like Voltron slash like I don't know like
Hmm.
Beast Wars sort of thing, and it was like okay, cool, but it didn't divert enough. And then in this, we finally get like a cool backstory, and then it's
Yes.
introducing characters that they themselves are changed from the Prime Earth continuity. Where I'm like, okay, this is a story that is like dare I say, deserving of the Absolute DC universe. Like it's
Hmm.
diverted enough to make it like, okay, cool. And then yeah, you have
Right.
Cassandra Cain, and I think who's behind her is Absolute Shiva in that final panel.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
So I'm cool with like a good old fashioned martial artist because Absolute Batman is not a martial artist.
Yeah.
Like he's not.
At
He's an
all.
engineer, and that's
Right.
like the diverting from
And
the
like
source.
the most like fighting skills he has is like mostly like it's mostly boxing, like
Yeah,
from Wayland.
yeah. Yeah, but he's not like a master of every martial arts or whatever, like
Right.
Prime Earth Batman, which I'm cool with. I like Batman
Yeah.
with a, you know, um, with flaws, with
Yes.
blank, gaps in his knowledge, right?
Right. It's a very humbling Batman, and like the fact that he like learns every aspect of like his city. It's a
Yeah,
I kind of like this one
yeah.
way more.
Ambrosia, this is one that I recommended to you, but I don't know. You didn't read this one, right?
No, I didn't. No, it was one that the ones that I chose were ones that I felt like that I could jump into without doing like a ton of backstory of like what I
Hmm.
missed.
Yeah,
You can jump into this one.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't really like connect with the absolute Batman. Like it gives her own story. Like they only like talk about like certain things of like her growing up with like Bruce and and her thing in like one snippet, but it's
yeah.
just her story solely, and that's why it's like really good. I would very much suggest it.
This,
Um,
yeah, you don't have to. Technically, yeah, you could have started off with Absolute Catwoman,
yeah.
#1,
Hmm.
and not having read any Absolute DC books. Like it's
Yeah.
on, like
Honestly.
she's on her own. She has her own um um like self sort of, you know what I mean? What's it called?
Hmm.
Um um
Self-starting. I don't know.
yeah, like she's her own like actualized character. She doesn't depend
Yeah.
on Batman to like make her a character, you know?
Right.
Um, and even issue 2, I don't think even needs issue 1 to like. You could technically hop in on issue 2. Issue 2.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, yeah, because it's
I
backstory on issue 1.
I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll have to jump into it because I've heard
You like
nothing
it?
but good things about the Absolute universe.
I mean,
Yeah,
I would say jump in. I mean, the Absolute Universe has been really good.
yeah. I'm just catching up on everything now. Like I'm just caught up. I'm caught up on all of Absolute Wonder Woman, all of Absolute Super Batman, and almost all of Ultimate Absolute Superman, which is actually good as shit. I don't know. That one took me by surprise, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
I
all
was
really
like,
good. All the
yeah,
Absolute books are really good, but they all have different vibes. So just know that like
yes.
there's gonna be some that like vibe with you in different ways.
Hmm.
And I think what people disagree with is not whether Absolute DC is good or not. It's which ones do you like in whatever order.
Yeah,
So
because
Right.
I jumped in on the Martian Manhunter for a while.
Hmm.
And I really
yeah,
like that.
you did or you didn't.
Yes,
Oh, I did. I did. It was
Mm.
fabulous.
I do too.
Um,
Like
yeah,
each has their own different tone, and like, and I think it's good, and the reason people like it most, and the reason I kind of love it, because it's so interesting to see how they're all going to connect in different ways. Because like obviously at some point these characters are gonna, even Batman and Wonder Woman already had their meetup, but there's like obviously they're gonna be connected. They're gonna come together in some way, but all of their books are so different and their backgrounds are so vastly like different that it's gonna be interesting to see how this form of a Justice League, quote unquote, will be.
Yeah, this each book kind of has like different genre to it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, I like it.
Hmm.
The books that I haven't caught up on, there's two. It's Martian Manhunter, which just ended, and
Hmm.
Green Lantern. Those are the only ones I'm behind on. The other ones
Okay.
I've kept up on. So, okay, that's a good pick of the week. Absolute Catwoman #2. It was really good. And it is very. I like the lore that they're presenting, and that it's
Yeah.
very similar lore to what could be in the DC Prime Earth, but like
Hmm.
it's its own thing in this, and I'm cool with it.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. It still gives her like the similar Catwoman vibe, but also like
way more
I'm
tech.
yes, I love her Catwoman helmet that talks to her. It's amazing. Her little prehensile tail,
Yeah,
like everything she does, and like even how like her estates are so. I was going to call them houses, but they can only be called estates.
yeah,
Like they're amazing. She has her
yeah.
own cat cave, guys. Like this, she's very she's very giving. In the words of my people, she's giving very. See you next Tuesday. I can't say the whole thing, but
I
Yeah,
love that.
she is. She is.
Teachers say
She
that
is.
very often. That is our code word
She's
for students. Like, see you next
right.
Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
It's
Serving
Friday.
very see you next Tuesday, and I love it. I love every moment of it. Honestly,
I was gonna say absolute Selena Kyle is serving absolute C,
she
which is
is.
which
She
is
is.
cat. Well,
That
C is
is
Catwoman.
absolute C. She is serving absolute C. That is perfect. We have both terms are coined here today.
So Absolute Catwoman 2 is really good. I'm gonna save my pick of the week for third. So Ambrosia, if you
Okay.
want to go with your pick of the week,
Mhm.
Yeah,
um,
absolutely.
because mine's a little bit off this week in a good way.
Oh, I'm
Um,
excited. Is it one
but
that you typically wouldn't choose?
yeah. But also, last time I said that, I don't know if Aaron was on this episode. Last time I said that, oh, my pick of the week is not one you'd expect. I'll give you $50 if you can guess it. And
Oh no,
Yes,
Ambrosia
that was
guessed it
good.
right off the
yes.
bat, and now I
No,
owe her.
Yes.
So at San Diego Comic Con, we'll film it. I
um,
will
Mhm.
I will
oh,
stick
that's
Yes.
to my word.
oh my gosh, I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot about that. I completely forgot about that. So you could have gotten away. I will. You know what? I'll be okay if you buy me a drink. Like we'll call it even.
And that's cool with me.
Perfect.
But guess what? The next week I did the same thing on
Shut
air.
up.
And who was it? It might have been Drew. I think it was Drew who guessed it, and I was like, I am 0 for 2 right now. You guys are guessing my
We
picks of the
know you,
week.
bud.
Yeah, and it's
But
also
no, but it's not my normal pick. It's my off pick, and you guys got it.
no okay because Drew's
Mm,
also a teacher. Like we could read like people and like students and like
mhm.
when someone says it's not my norm, we're like, I
Okay.
got you.
All right.
Ooh.
It's the teacher spider sense in us.
Okay. Fair. That's fair.
But that's funny.
Um,
But you might have to actually owe him $50 because he doesn't drink. You could get him a mountain.
that's
Oh,
true.
he
Yeah.
doesn't even drink. He drinks water. You could get him
Give him a
like
nice little Evian, a
W-
nice
yeah,
expensive
maybe
water.
get like some sparkling water.
you
Yeah.
know?
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out at San Diego. But by the way, for anyone out there who's watching, I set up some slide. We got 2 panels at San Diego Comic Con. We got Comics for Education, which is right there. You can see that on our Instagram at the Keeg Show. And we have our 90s cartoon draft. One is an educational panel. The other one's more of a fun comedic panel where we draft our top 5 best 90s cartoons. So you got that to look forward to if you're going to San Diego
Yeah.
Comic Con. But if not, we'll probably post like pictures and video and stuff like that. Shout out to Night of OA saying their list was Absolute Batman, Absolute Catwoman, Transformers, Clayface, Celebrity Dirt, Mask,
I just
MASK,
read that.
Green Lantern Corps, Exquisite Corpses, Rascal Randy, Blood and Thunder, Operation Iron Coffin. That's a great
Ooh, that's a
list.
good one.
That's
That's
a
a good
great
one.
list.
Respectable. I like
Also,
it.
shout out to new timer Babik Perlest saying, hello, just stumbled upon you guys. This looks cool. Yeah, talking
Oh,
about all the
welcome.
comics that came out this week.
Yeah.
All right, so Ambrosia, your pick of the
Hi.
week.
I chose X-Men or Uncanny X-Men.
You want to
issue
start it off
30.
with my
Oh,
pick of the week?
okay. Hello, my name is Ambrosia, aka Comics and Cupcakes, and my pick of the week was Uncanny X-Men issue number 31, written by Gail Simone and artwork done by, please hold,
Please
Jim
hold.
Tao, Jim Tao, and David. I don't want to butcher his name.
Looks like Jim Tao and David Baldeón.
Yes, good job. Okay, was that good?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Okay,
yes.
great.
I mean, keep going. Tell us what you
David
thought about the
Oh my gosh,
comic.
I was just kidding. Okay, perfect. Well, first off, shout out to Ms. Gail Simone because I love the fact that she always reposts you on Instagram. I was like, well, what? Look at that queen.
Yes.
And so that's awesome. I've also just really enjoyed what she's been doing with this series. I think this is what we've needed in the X-Men world. Again, I'm newer to X-Men. And so I think what was the Cocoa Age?
Yeah, the Krakoan age. Yeah.
Yes. So like that was fabulous by, was it Hickman? Not
Uh,
Hickenlooper.
Jonathan Hickman
Jonathan
started it off, but
Hickenlooper's
yeah,
our mayor here. Jonathan Hickman. I loved what he did. And then I feel like there was like a little rough patch, and I feel like now we are going back to where things
Yes.
like every
Yes.
page has a purpose. And it's not just a like every issue isn't just like a placeholder. But I feel
Hmm.
like everything is like pays off. Like every step there is guidance to where we are going with that. I loved the alien invasion. I loved the dance scene that they had. Like that was just like a good breather before like chaos. I also love the fact that we have like in this issue specifically how we have like the veteran X-Men with like the younger mutants, and like how they just really instead of just like attacking like the villains and stuff, that they really protected um the younger mutants. And I think that's like part of who like the X-Men is like they take care of their people.
it's all about generations with the X-Men, which is kind of
Hmm.
ironic given Marvel is not about generations. So like
Right.
I've talked about this previously, is that like DC Comics runs on legacy, generations, like hope for the future. X-Men is all about like struggle and like and just the constant struggle. Like there is no good future for X-Men. Like they never look into the future and see an alternate future or a possible
Right.
future where it's a utopia, and it sucks. And
Right.
it's kind of pessimistic, but what writers have done with X-Men is realize that like struggle is generational, and that's
Hmm.
kind of a thing, and like this idea of like generational trauma. And so a lot of X-Men does rely on like, yeah, this new generation of like mutants coming in, what can we
Right.
like impart on them? And this,
Hmm.
is real world struggle about like generational trauma and everything
Right.
put through like a fictional lens.
Yeah. I
um
mean, their whole fight is essentially trying to, fight, a fight to make sure the mutant race lives to see another day. So, it's literally essentially about them, fighting for the next generation, even though it's like it is one of those kind of, like you said, in every future they always lose. There's not a place where, they have a utopia, or they have utopia, but it never lasts for long because for some reason, like, even though humans do it, it always ends up being the mechanics, like the robots. The robots always take them out. I don't know what it is.
it's always something. I don't want to
Yeah.
go too
Right.
much into this, but I think it's what's cool is we all read this issue, right?
Yes.
I think so.
Yes. I
um
loved it.
yeah. uh
I know. I was surprised it wasn't your pick of the week.
well
I It was close. It was
Was it?
close, but and but you guys won't expect what I would wanted my pick of the week to be, but I chickened out at the last minute and I just stuck to what I had. But
Okay.
yeah,
Are
it's
we gonna
this one
talk?
was.
Well, will we talk about it later? What you
Yeah, we're
thought?
gonna definitely talk about it. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it in depth. But but no, I love this issue because like the whole I've absolutely loved the relationship that's been growing between Rogue, Gambit, and the kids, and like all of them have a unique relationship with one of them, but like you see that Gambit like really has become like the mother hen of them all. Like really, like he like loves them, especially what's her name, Calico.
Hmm.
Like he loves that little girl, and like you can see like in the that he was ramping up to say like they were thinking. I think he was gonna they're thinking about adopting them, and I am going to cry like a bitch, guys. I'm going to actively cry as I read that. Because I teared up as he said it, and I was like, no, he's gonna do it. And but I do love like there's a generation of kids that actually listens to them. Like any other time that the X-Men would have said, "No, kids, stand back. Do what you're supposed to do. Like help the crowd." The
Yeah.
other the other kids would have just been like, "No, let's do it. I can do it too," and get someone killed. But like they're this group is a real good knit of friends, and like honestly the relationship with what's his name, Death Dream, and I know his
Ransom.
name, Ransom.
We
That's
always
it.
we always blank on his name.
Right?
Yeah,
It's
but
so
I'm with you.
simple. But like them, like him calling him his little brother, I actively cried reading that one from both eyes, guys. I don't know why, but this
Fine.
one was.
Allergies are in the season.
I think it
That's
was. Yeah, I'm allergic. I'm right. I'm allergic to beautiful moments. I
I
guess I
love
don't
it.
know.
I
No.
I think what's so I think Gail Simone is doing a really good job in this. Somebody pointed this out, and I've talked about this before. Somebody pointed out online that Gail Simone, because I can't take credit for this. This somebody said Gail Simone is one of the only writers right now that writes like her run isn't ever gonna end. So
Hmm.
Yeah.
like a lot of people are writing for like a couple issues at a time. They're like, okay, what I set up now will come to fruition in 3 issues, and like we gotta take it because
Yeah.
you don't know as a writer whether the run's gonna end, right?
Hmm.
Like for instance, Sophie Campbell's Supergirl run just ended this week with
Hmm.
Supergirl 15 it was, and it was like I read it and I was like I didn't know it was ending. Damn it. And like but Gail Simone is writing as if like she's gonna pick up some plot points like 20
Yeah.
issues later, right?
Hmm.
Which is great for longtime readers, for people who
Right.
want like actual growth and progress in their thing. Um, like that's a great thing. Uh,
Yeah.
No,
I
and I. Oh, go ahead.
oh no no, what were you gonna say?
No, just like the fact that one of the things is, sometimes in a comic, when you have too many like storylines or too many things going on, it's easy to get
Hmm.
confused. But I haven't, like, everything is just so like smooth,
Yes.
of like where things are getting answered, but yet there's enough like mystery and things unanswered to like, it's going to be prolonged.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Right. I
and like this entire series has just been it's such a great like blend of like mystery and action and character development, and sometimes we don't always get that.
Because character development can only go so far if you get 6 issues, right? Like it
Hmm.
is what it is, right?
that part.
But like a character that she introduced maybe in like I looked it up like issue 12 or something. We're on issue 31 now. Is the Vig. So the Vig, I wasn't sure if it was the Vig or the Vig, but I
Hmm.
looked it up. So little known thing, the Vig is a scaled Louisiana guy. He's kind of like Killer Croc in a way,
That's exactly what he
uh,
reminded me of.
but he works for like the mob or the assassins or thieves guild or whatever. He works for the guild in
The
Louisiana.
Thieves Guild.
Yeah, and so he's essentially like a mob enforcer in a way. But he knows he's pretty durable and he's pretty strong and he knows Remy from the past. And I looked up what it means. What is a vig? Why is it? And so it's short for the vigorish. And a vigorish, I had to look that up. I was like, I don't know this word. Vigorish is the loan that you pay a loan shark, or the interest that you pay a loan shark when you borrow for credit. So he is the interest, and so he goes to collect, right? And so he was a cool character, and I think, spoiler alert, I think he died in this issue. Like,
kinda, I don't know.
like
Maybe.
originally
I
I
don't
thought
know.
I didn't think he was gonna die. He got his arm ripped
Yeah.
off by the alien, and then I didn't think he was gonna die. I thought he
But
would
he
like
was
grow
definitely
his
laying
arm
there,
back or
dude.
something. But then
Yeah,
but then they turned to look at him, and he looks pretty dead.
he looked pretty dead to me. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's Maybelline, but that looked pretty dead to me, guys. I don't know.
Yeah,
I hope he's not. I hope he's alive because I just started to like him. But we'll see.
the
I don't think he's
yeah.
dead. We'll
I don't
see.
think he's dead because I think he's a cool enough, like, not even a
Yeah.
villain. He stood up. He went.
Yeah, he protected them kids.
He
Like
did.
I appreciate that. I was like, he's like the dangerous uncle that you don't always bring him around, but he's handy in a fix.
He's the
He's the
kind
uncle
of
that you
character.
call. Yeah.
What?
Oh no, yeah, no. He's the uncle that you call when you like need something that you
when you
don't want your
need stuff
parents
done. Yeah,
to
right,
know about.
right.
He's that
Exactly.
shady guy with a heart of gold sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know,
He's the uncle who's gonna get you some liquor.
Yeah. He's that character though in a show. A show kind of like Teen Wolf or something, right? Where it's like he's just like
God, I love
he's
Teen
the
Wolf.
ferocious guy that's gonna like fight you, but then also like, fine, I guess I'll help you guys out.
Right.
You know?
He's
So
such a Derek.
yeah, Derek Hale, right?
He's such a Derek Hale.
Yeah. I'm glad that Aaron's picking up what I put down. I just binged Teen
Love the
Wolf.
show without my heart being.
I binged Teen Wolf like 6 months ago, and so
I was actually just about to do that because it just pulled up on my Netflix. You great minds, man.
Yeah.
Great minds.
I have yet to watch it, but I don't watch a lot of
love
TV.
it.
I don't watch any TV. To be honest.
That's fair. I watch too much as is right now, so I'm trying to do what I can.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we gotta move on. So, but Uncanny X-Men 31, really good issue, and I like the twist at the end. There's a brood nest underneath the school,
Yes.
and the aliens aren't there to kill the mutants. They're there to exterminate the brood. So that's kind of a cool. It's like an Alien versus Predator sort of situation.
Yeah.
Right.
Kind of though. Yeah. Actually, and look here, that little town always got something going on with it, right? First, it got like this little mutant dead underground thing that's happening,
Yeah.
which also one of Gail Simone's like Easter egg things. That was great. I think that was that was greatly timed. But
Yeah.
like now a brood nest, I'm excited to see where that's gonna happen, and I hope that they bring back one of my low key like favorite C-list characters, Bro. Do they got Brew or Bro?
It's
I
Brew.
don't know. I
It's
never
Brew.
know how to pronounce. I feel like it's Brew. Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, we'll
I hope they
see.
bring him back.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I just want to know what's up with Mutina. Like, Mutina's so weird.
Yeah.
Mutina's such a weird
Yeah.
character that I'm just like,
I never know what her power is. Like, I never know how to pin down what it is.
yeah. Yeah. Also, is she redeemable or not? Like, I think
Yeah.
they're trying to put her on the team, but like, she's kind of a bad guy, so I don't know.
Yeah, she's kind of a murderer. So, like, where do we go with this? You know?
Yeah. So my let's see. My pick of the week this week is Jeff the Land Shark Superstar issue number 1.
Oh my gosh, I would not have guessed that.
Written by Kelly Thompson of Absolute Wonder Woman fame. And then with art by Toki Tokoro. And so this one, I did not think that it was going to be my pick of the week, mostly because previous Jeff stuff has been like cute and funny, but like Jeff doesn't speak, and you just kind of like, he's more of a comic strip character than a comic book character, because they kind of treat it like it's a comic strip, right? Like he just kind of goes off and does his own thing, kind of like Snoopy, if Snoopy didn't like talk, right? Jeff the Land Shark, great character, but like what are you going to do with it? But
Snoopy talk?
he talks like with his thought bubbles, right?
Oh yeah,
When he's
yeah.
like narrating Red Baron stuff or whatever.
Right. And
That's Snoopy for you. But this premise and, truth be told, the creative team, like, you don't bring Kelly Thompson in to just kind of do like a sort of like Jeff the Land Shark gets ice cream and that's it, you
yeah.
know? Um, which is fine on other stuff, but like on this is an actual like series or miniseries.
Okay. And
It's
Kelly
not like a
Thompson
one shot.
slaps.
So the premise of this is what made me want to read it, which is Mojo from the Mojo world, Mojoverse. Mojo wants to get Jeff the Land Shark to be the number one like cutie patootie superstar, right? Like on this like reality show, as Mojo does. But Mojo needs to go grab Jeff. But then also in the comic, it starts off with somebody pitching ideas to Mojo and like surrounding Jeff with a team. And like, but like they keep like not being interesting enough, and Mojo's like, this sucks. Get me a better team. And so it's kind of X-Men focused. And
I love Mojo.
Yeah. Mojo is also responsible for the X-Babies back in the 80s.
Yeah.
And so like Mojo made baby versions of the X-Men back in the day. And so like he can create people. Like he created Longshot, right? Like
right.
So, but what was I saying?
Sense.
Oh, he some of the designs on this team that Mojo's setting up are kind of cool looking, if not redundant, but it's kind of redundant on purpose. So there's a character named Rambit who is half Gambit, half Rogue, and his power is he can explode anything he touches. But that's just Gambit's power. Like, so it's a combination of Rogue and Gambit's power, which is just Gambit's power, because anything he touches blows up, which is like, anyway. So there's that. There's also like a character named Wolverine Man, which is just big Iron Man armor that looks like Wolverine, and it says, is he Wolverine or is he a man? Who cares? And like, so it's kind of a joke comic at the same time. So it's really cute and it's kind of fun. And you see the West Coast Avengers pop in, you see the X-Men pop in, and then Mojo's team is called the Jeff Coast Avengers, and he kidnaps Jeff the Land Shark. So
I love it.
I can't complain about this issue. I was surprised.
Mojo's my favorite queer villain. He's just
Mojo queer to you?
Funniest. He's definitely queer. He definitely gives off queer. Campy to the gods.
Well, like, he's super campy. Sure.
No, him and Mr. Domo.
Major Domo?
Sure, or Major Domo. They're for sure, you the term, for sure fucking. Like, they're totes my goats. Like, that's happening.
Okay, that could be headcanon, sure. I think if they are in love, I don't think Mojo's doing the fucking. I don't think Mojo's doing the fucking.
No,
I think Mojo wants to. I think Mojo wants to watch, because he's all about watching.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
like he gives like a.
He's a voyeur.
Yeah, for sure.
And also he's literally in a cuck chair.
If he has sex, it's for like power. It's not for like enjoyment. You know
what I mean? He's in a chair because he has the spider legs. He's already in the chair.
Like contraption or I was gonna say slot. I don't know where it goes where.
Okay, this, by the way, for anyone out there who wants like adult podcast related stuff, check out our patreon.com/the Keeg Show. We had one drunk episode on it, so if you guys gotta subscribe for this type of language.
So are you saying next drinking comic talk we're gonna talk about the anatomy of Mojo? Okay.
Well, I mean, we could theme a drinking episode to the sex lives of superheroes. Like, we could.
Oh, for sure.
We could just do that, and then you got to subscribe to the Patreon.
I have thoughts.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. But before, I don't know. Jeff the Land Shark Superstar issue 1 was my pick of the week. I loved it. Definitely check it out. And some of the characters are variant covers on other books. So like there's a Rambit variant cover for Uncanny X-Men 31. So I just thought I should point that out because I think people are going to cosplay Rambit. There's a lot of cosplay potential. There's Magic Hot, which is Magic, but she's hot, and it's supposed to be Long Shot and Magic put together, but it's Magic Hot. There's like it's like tongue-in-cheek amalgam characters. There's like Storm Dazzler, I think, and it's just Storm and Dazzler. Okay. Cool. Okay, we are gonna be running out of time, so those are our 3 picks of the week. But we gotta hit everything else. Let's hit Absolute Batman 22. For those of us who read it.
Yes. I loved Absolute Batman 22. It was really good. We got the little backstory of Harley Quinn and her like parentage, which I thought was a crazy twist on Harley. Making her, we find out that her mother is Dr. Arkham, and we thought at first like she's trying to figure out or uncover what Jack Grimm, aka the Absolute Joker, is up to. But in hindsight, we find out that she's actually helping him and is in love with him and actually is Harley's father.
Maybe. Like, but also that Dr. Arkham wasn't pro Jack Grimm, and then I think got brainwashed. I think she got brainwashed or something. Because she suddenly goes crazy, and like Harley is like, "Oh, that's not my mom anymore," right?
Yes, but I think that might be. I think that's definitely her father. Like, especially in the way like she never really meets him. She never really gets to see him. We never see that she gets to see him in person. Only talks on the phone.
Yeah,
and then like she finally gets to
not even talks on the phone. I think just by mail, right?
Yeah. Okay. I don't know.
I don't think she.
No, I think he was on. I think they spoke on the phone. I thought.
Okay.
I don't know. I gotta. Yeah. I was like maybe either one. But
there's a lot going on with this issue. I'll say that.
Yeah. There's a lot going on with this, like Batman. Oh yeah, and the Robin initiative, which I like that aspect. I don't know. It's kind of cool to see the Robins in this whole different thing. Jason in any kind of reality, in any universe. Jason's always going to be Jason.
Yeah, I think he's gonna die. I think they're prepping
for
Jason.
Sure, he's gonna die.
Unless it's a red herring, and then we think Jason's gonna die, and they kill off.
Right.
They might kill off Dick.
Right. But I'm glad they're finally utilizing Duke in some way and fashion. You know, like he's one of the Robins, and I'm excited to see where that goes. Yeah. But
by the way, your camera went out, just so you know.
Thank you for saying that.
And we lost viewers because your camera went out. That must be it. There we go.
God damn it! You missed my pretty mug. I'm sorry. I'm back, guys.
The framing is different now. I might have.
It is. But, I definitely did.
Do what you need to do. But yeah, there was a lot going on with this. We got the Robins. We got Absolute Harley's backstory, and then we also got kind of a little bit of a backstory on Scarecrow because I'm trying to make sense of Scarecrow's powers.
Yeah.
Because essentially, Harley says that we will never know the truth. Because Scarecrow's whole thing is he takes part of a truth and fabricates the rest.
It's a lie, right? Exactly.
And you don't know where the truth ends and the fabrication begins. And it's way too heady for like this book. It's so, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Like it's a lot to like, especially the part it's true, but it's not true. It's true, but it's not true.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah, this is. I kind of saw it ramping up to be some connection with the Joker, but I was like, where is this gonna go?
Yeah.
And like, especially with her like connection to especially with her mother's story. I want to see where that goes. I'm excited to see Dr. Arkham, or whichever, however they call it.
Yeah. All right. We'll we have to go through everything else pretty quickly. Ambrosia, what do you want to talk about? You're muted.
I'm so sorry. I asked if you had trivia tonight.
I do, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Let's see. I read. One of my questions about X-Men '97 is
season 2, issue 2.
Yes. So I'm not watching the TV show.
Yeah.
Does this fall in line with the TV show?
So actually, yes. So this
Kind of.
this is a companion series. So this is X-Men season 2, X-Men 97 season 2, the comic. There's X-Men 97 season 1, the comic. So the season 1 of the comic takes place in between seasons 1 and 2. This one takes place during season 2. So in this, X-Force is getting created, and it's almost like the stuff we didn't see in the show. Also,
Right.
Ambrosia, you gotta watch X-Men 97.
Yeah.
I know. That's
absolutely
why I
should.
was like talking to one of my coworkers, and we were talking about X Men '97, and then she was talking about some of the things. I was like, "Wait, that sounds familiar."
You didn't even see
And then
season 1? You didn't see season 1?
no, I haven't watched any.
Okay,
When I say I
Ambrosia.
don't watch TV, I don't watch TV.
Okay, this is your homework. This is for real, because
Okay.
this is for real, Before San Diego, you gotta be caught up on X-Men 97, which means you gotta watch the first season,
Roger that.
and then you gotta
Yup.
start the second season.
Where
Yup.
do you watch it on?
Disney Plus.
Oh, I have that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, so I had no idea that they were like companions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, which made it even more exciting because, from my understanding, this just expands a little more from,
Right.
well, and then that's, so, which I love. So I'm
Yeah.
excited to do that because, I mean, and
Right.
then do you have anything more to say about X-Men '97? Did anyone like it?
Honestly, I feel like it, like, yeah, I mean, it's like you said, like, it's a companion. It starts it, like, because in the show we kind of get like him asking them to join, and like then them just in the X-Force. But like this, we kind of see him like negotiating, and with the Exodus stuff, we kind of see like what's to come, kind of, I hope, like, of in the series. So that's gonna be like exciting to see, like, the, what are they called, the acolytes and Exodus, go through it and go through that whole thing.
Well, like, and I just love so much because that's what I love about the Star Wars comics is that it literally is just like it ties into the shows, but also it
Mm-hmm.
um expands. So like
Yes.
um sorry, I'm gonna jump into Star Wars Shadow of Maul. It's
Yeah,
number
go for
5.
it. We gotta get
If
through
that's okay.
everything, so
Okay,
go for it.
perfect. And so what I liked about this is that it is a prequel. It's the direct prequel to the animated series.
Shadow Lord.
Yep. And so I like that it's an expansion, and I talk about Star Wars comics all the time about how it's just an expansion to these characters and the lore of it all. Which this was just this was a mini series that we just finished up, and I liked it. So
Awesome.
cool.
Aaron, what else did you read? Tell me about
Okay.
Starcrossed.
Okay. So Starcross was actually pretty good. Like, it kind of gave like a Star Warsy vibe, like, the cantina kind of vibe in certain aspects. It was a nice little, I don't know, kind of gave like a thief couple kind of story. It's hard to explain, but it's like you could tell the first issue is like doing a lot of world building and like showing like the royalty and the and kind of building it up to, I can't really explain it, but you can tell that they're building it up for a good issue number 2 though.
Okay. This is from Dark Horse Comics, written by Mark Miller. What's the premise? Like, what is it? It's just like kind of Star Warsy?
Yeah, like, it's really just like this couple, like, it just starts off with this, like, this princess under the tyranny of her mother, kind of just like her mother's like overbearing, and you kind of tell like it's gonna lead to her breaking out of her shadow. And with this like couple that you don't really know much about, but I don't know, it starts off really slow, so I don't really know how to get into it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I know there's one I really want to talk about, the one
Which is
that
what?
almost became my choice. I'm going to talk about one called Seven Wives. It is by IDW Comics, and it is by, please hold for applause, Zoe Tunnel.
Okay.
And artwork by Teslin Bergen Decoy. But it's a really good book. It's like a murder mystery. It
Oh,
starts off with this like this pastor of this kind of low-key cult. Like, this town always knows about this like guy who has like 7 wives, but he gets murdered, and the wives in the kind of the congregation are the suspects. There's 49 of them, but all of the wives kind of they interview them on the first one, and they figure out that they're all lying about when they last saw the pastor. So now we don't know who killed the pastor, and now at the end of on the beginning of the second issue, we find out that two of the wives of the seven wives are actually lovers, and they hid the knife, but we don't know any story of what's going on with the knife. And one of the sons of the wives catches them kissing. So it's a lot going on, guys.
Yeah.
I don't usually read a lot of indie comics, but the second I read the second issue, I read the first page and I was like, no, I got to read the first page, the first issue.
Yeah.
Read that one, came back to this. So good. I highly recommend this. Like, you both should actually read this. You will love it.
I'm interested. Also,
Yeah.
I really like the cover art / design.
Yeah.
Because it's from IDW, but it looks like IDW's branding their like crime books as like
Yeah.
IDW crime, and it says it on the side. So like if you're into that, you can kind of see from the cover like whether some other crime related stuff that IDW is publishing. So okay,
Right.
okay.
I'm excited. That sounds great.
Yes, it's really good. So good.
Knight of Oa says, and I think talking about Starcrossed, that picks up from Space Bandits and Sharky the Bounty Hunter, right?
Thank you.
Is
Now
that
I'm gonna read that.
Is that
I don't know.
Maybe it's maybe that's like related to Mark Miller, other Mark Miller stuff.
Okay.
I thought I was pretty on top of Mark Miller stuff, but okay, cool. I'm gonna hop real quick to two books that you guys did not read, so I can just knock them out real quick. Wolverine number 23. I'm digging it. I like it. Right now, Wolverine has gotten his powers taken away, so he's not healing. He has adamantium poisoning. He is slowly getting sicker and sicker. He can't pop his claws unless it hurts him, but he tries, but his claws are broken, so they're really just like nubs. And then Taskmaster has his healing, but somebody else is in charge of everything. So like something else is going on here. So it's been pretty cool. Also, Supergirl 15 came out this week. I read that one. It's the final issue, which I was very surprised for. I think Sophie Campbell has made a very compelling Supergirl series, and it's going to tie in with the return of Superman that's coming out soon. I think it's like Action Comics, like 1,000 or whatever. Like it's a milestone issue that's coming out. Superman, whatever, 1,000. I don't know. It ended kind of. I was like, there's more stories to tell, and it just kind of ends, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess that's fine. Ambrosia, I want to hear about Exquisite Corpses at Rascal Randy because it was on my list and one of my most hyped comics. I just didn't get to read it this week.
Well, I didn't realize that this was also written by James Tinian, and I enjoy most of
It's
his.
created by James Tinian because
Yes,
Exquisite
sorry.
Corpses was, but it's written by I forget who else. But yes.
And this one was a prequel to the original.
Oh, it is a prequel.
It is, yeah.
Oh. Okay.
And so, which is great because I need to now just read everything.
Have you not read Exquisite Corpses?
No.
Okay, so you don't want me to spoil it then?
No, please spoil. I like spoilers.
You do. Aaron, have you read Exquisite Corpses?
I haven't, but I enjoy spoilers anyway. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I won't spoil too much, other than Rascal Randy dies in Exquisite Corpses. But there is one final panel where it's kind of like in a horror movie. He like gets up and walks away. So like, so I wasn't sure if this spin-off, this series was gonna be a prequel or a sequel.
No, it's a prequel. So
Okay.
this is about the Rascal Randy, who is a
serial
rabbit
killer
mascot.
Yeah.
Who murders with his hands.
Yeah.
And so yeah, no, I liked it because this got me into wanting to know more. So then I obviously had to order the trade backs of the Exquisite Corpses because now I need to read them.
Exquisite Corpses is really good. It's 13 issues, so you know. Also, Exquisite Corpses, I think, is doing a whole thing at San Diego Comic-Con. So like, definitely,
I saw that.
You know, Go check them out. Read them.
Who?
Read them too. Read it
We
before
had.
then.
Didn't we podcast? Wasn't the girl who's working for Tiny Onion?
Sammy.
Was it
Yeah.
Sammy? She was on your podcast, right?
Yeah,
She
yeah.
was on Comic Talk for a while. I thought I was like losing it. I was like, I feel like I know her.
Yeah, yeah. Sammy was on the show a bunch years ago. Yeah. So Rascal Randy, cool. Okay.
Love it. Murder rabbits mascot.
All right, we got a. What about Black Cat issue 12?
Oh, it was fine. It's if you like Punisher and if you like Black Cat, then this was just like a very cat and for better words, a cat and mouse like type of.
I knew it. I knew you were gonna say it.
I'm cheesy. But it was just like one long like chase between Black Cat and Punisher.
Okay.
But I love Felicia Hardy. I love Black Cat, so I will always, for the most part, pick it up.
Okay. The cover is it's a really good cover. It's funny, but it's also kind of sexy too. So
it is.
I mean, that's Black Cat for you.
Yeah.
I don't mind if they get together. I don't know.
I don't want Punisher getting with anyone.
Why? I need him to be somewhat. He needs some kind of stability in his life.
No, he doesn't. That's the whole point. I don't want him to be. I don't want him to be redeemable. He does.
And Black Cat isn't like she's not a
psychopath.
I mean, yes, she is.
Well, not really.
No, but like she's also not one to like have a stable relationship.
Yeah.
Like
I
like
feel like that's why they work.
Like in a toxic relationship.
Like around the way lovers, not, together.
Oh, no, definitely. Because Black Cat is also, she has her female lovers as well. So she needs some
Oh, we got to save this for the adults only podcast episode that we're going to do.
Right, we got to strategy again.
Yeah. So we do got to move on. So like quick sentences for everything. Aaron, did you read Ben 10 number 3?
I didn't get to find that one. No,
that's fine. From Dynamite Studios, Ben 10 has a comic book. Barbara Gordon Breakout number 3.
That one was a cute book. I like this.
It was fine.
This is my first time reading This is my first time reading Barbara Gordon books. So it's a cute little book for.
Yeah, I like it, but also it's a very slow burn mystery, and I'm like, how slow is the slow burn mystery? It's like, okay, fine. Like, let's, okay. It's probably 5 or 6 issues, right? So it's like issue 3. And I'm like, I haven't found out enough of anything. So
yeah,
it's very slow burn.
Hopefully he has a big release after,
Yeah. Did you read Sorcerer Supreme number 8?
Yes. And I liked it. It was really good. I'm enjoying the little cat and I said cat and mouse. Jesus Christ! I was liking the banter between her and the Sorcerer Supreme of the Quantum Verse, the Tiny Verse, and like bringing her kid into it as like a magical agent. It's a nice little book seeing her like in that little backstory of the Vishanti. Like I like seeing more of Vishanti lore, and I thought that was a smart little a fun little story for them background.
Okay, sounds good. Vishanti featuring Ja Rule.
That's the first thing that came into my head.
That's the best thing ever in life.
We'll work on that later.
Oh my God, he's here all night, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus, that was funny.
Let's move on. Civil War Unmasked issue number 3. Did you read this one, Aaron?
Yes, I did. It was amazing. I actually like this one. It said the things that we thought as when we first watched it. The whole thing of
we talked about this on our Civil War episode.
We literally did. Yeah, we literally talked about that. Yeah, putting the black superhero in chains instead of putting him in the ground. It was kind of really crazy.
We talked about this on the episode. For anyone out there, it's a 3-hour-long retrospective on the Civil War event that we did. But basically, you couldn't have shrunk him down. You had to put him in chains in this big plot, and they talk about that in this issue. And I don't blame Tom, right? Tom Foster. Yeah. I don't blame Tom for what he for what he does. He is angry. He is angry at the superheroes. He feels betrayed.
Right.
His uncle died, and
the cause that he that he was fighting for his friends, And like, it's completely understandable his like rage and all of it. And like, and I do love the whole thing of like his mother trying to calm him down. Like, Bill, even though like he fought against his friends, he wouldn't want you to act like this at his funeral. And like, it was such a little nice like family dynamic that I was like, it was so relatable. I loved it.
It just makes me pissed at Iron Man and the mutant and the superhuman registration
Yes.
side so much.
Yes, Hank and them disappoint me. This is honestly a scratch on Reed Richards' docket for me, honestly too. Honestly, he was one of the main people involved in this. We like to blame Reed and to Tony and Hank, but he also helped guys.
Yeah, and also in this they were like, oh, Hank turns out, and they mentioned that Hank was a Skrull, so it was like, so Tom was like, I'm not even mad at Hank anymore, but like, I am like, I'm mad at
That's
Steve
so funny.
Rogers for becoming friends with Iron Man again after all this. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of real shit in this issue that I thought was really interesting.
They talk about the thing that we all talked about, when it first happened.
Yeah. So I'm digging this miniseries.
Yeah.
So, again, we're overtime, so we gotta do this real quick. Aladdin issue number 1. I read some of it. It is written by a creator / comedian that I like. He was on Netflix's Astronomy Club, which was a short-lived sketch show.
I love that show.
Yeah, so James the Third. James the Third is the writer on this. Art by Agnes Eterno. And it just is like the Aladdin animated series that was on Disney Channel or like ABC Disney or whatever back in the day. It just seems like an episode of that, and like I really like it. It has that same kind of spirit to it. So good on him,
I did not know that. I'm gonna read it twice as hard now. Okay. I love that show, and I miss him. Okay, yes. All right.
It also reminds me of, I don't know if you guys had the Disney magazine as a kid. Like there was that like Disney, you know what I mean? What was it called? It was called something. Disney Adventure magazine.
I remember.
Or whatever. But,
right. I remember what you talking about, the little small ones.
Yeah, and in it they would have comic strips based off of Disney characters, and it would have a certain like vibe to it. It was interesting. Yeah. And it would be like, it's the first time you saw those characters in comic strip form that you are used to like the cartoons of. And so this seems a lot like that. A lot of these Dynamite produced Disney comics have been very similar, where if you like that like source material, it's a vibe, There's only a couple left that we got to go over. Did you guys read Daredevil issue 4? I didn't get to read it this week.
No, I didn't get to read it either. Well,
who's writing that?
Stephanie Phillips.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
So shout out to Stephanie Phillips, doing a great job on the book.
Amazing.
I just didn't get a chance to read it this week. So, right. And then actually, I think last but not least, did you read the Twilight Zone?
I did. I loved it. This one was about a sand diver who gets like stuck in the Twilight Zone for so long that he forgets like everything before his previous life. And it was fun. I loved it.
I like the Twilight Zone series, and I've been digging a lot of these anthology comics lately, so I didn't get to read this one. But I've read previous ones, and that's the thing about Twilight Zone is they're not continuous stories.
No, and I love them.
Yeah. I think that is everything that we read this week. I want to thank you guys so much for coming on the show, taking time out of your Thursday to be here on Comic Talk. Before I ask you guys to close up, once again, shouting out the people in our chat, Knight of Oa, Babik Perlest, anyone out there watching us on youtube.com/The Keeg Show. Thank you so much for watching and or listening to us, because maybe you're watching us on YouTube, maybe you're listening to the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc., etc. Wherever you guys are at, like, comment, subscribe, follow, write a review. Let us know you're out there. You are very greatly appreciated. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're on social media, follow us at The Keeg Show on social media. TikTok and Instagram are our two biggest ones. We're also on Threads and Blue Sky and Facebook and patreon.com/The Keeg Show. If you subscribe to a tier, you can watch the drunk episode that we did. Plus, there's Keeg t-shirts that it sends you automatically after 3-month subscription. of Patreon. So if you're interested in Keeg t-shirts just for free, pretty much your subscription goes to that. We don't make any money off that. We're losing money on those t-shirts, but as long as you guys get like free shit, good for you. Also, if you're at San Diego Comic-Con this or in a couple of weeks, 2 weeks, we're doing 2 panels there. We got comics for education, where we're talking about education in the classroom. Ambrosia is on that panel, as well as Drew, who you may know from Comic Talk, and Sarah, who has been on other Keeg podcasts with me, and I'll be moderating that. That is that Sunday, whatever. What day is it? July 26th.
Something. Yes,
Yeah.
that one.
I wrote June. That's funny. I wrote June on the little piece on the side. Anyway, whatever. July 26th at 2 p.m. And then we also, a little bit earlier in that day, July 26th, 10 a.m., we're doing 90s cartoon draft. And so we're drafting our favorite 90s cartoons. So, definitely, come on by if you're going to be there at San Diego Comic-Con. Before we get going, though, Ambrosia, where can we find you? What do you got coming up? Anything you want to plug?
You can find me at Instagram at Ambrosia_Linda, on TikTok at Comics and Cupcakes. And my goal is just to get back into content creation. You can also find me at San Diego Comic-Con.
Awesome. I will find you.
Yay! Yes, because you owe me a drink.
I do owe you a drink. Aaron, what about you? Where can we find you? What do you got coming up? Anything you want to plug?
So you can find me at King Krakoa on TikTok, and you can find me at the King Krakoa on Instagram. I am, like Ambrosia myself, trying to get back into my content creating. Work has been a killer, but I am working on it slowly but surely, guys. But you guys will also see me at Comic-Con with my friends. Woo woo woo!
Can we all get matching shirts like the Keeg?
Oh my God, we should.
We'll see. We'll definitely talk. I would love this. Is going to be the biggest in-person Comic Talk crew meetup that we've ever done. So
should we get Comic Talk shirts with our faces all together? Yeah.
Not all of us have animated faces. Some of the new. I need to get a new person to do the art and create new art with the new cast that we have. So.
We'll figure it out.
We'll improvise. We'll improvise. We'll work
Comic Talk crew, everybody.
We'll just print out pictures and take each of them.
That part. Gang. We're gonna be together.
If anyone wants to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram at This Is Dimithri. Also on TikTok at This Is Dimithri. I'm trying to do some more content that is just me, separate than the Keeg, and there's obviously a lot of overlap. So, whatever. This is Dimithri on TikTok and Instagram. But if you want to follow the Keeg and all the things that the Keeg does, including Comic Talk, which we do every Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, youtube.com/The Keeg Show. But the Keeg, you can find us at The Keeg Show pretty much everywhere, right? So I talked about that, social media and all that stuff. So, follow us there. That is pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for coming on. Thank you everybody out there for watching. Once again, I am your host, Dimithri Perera, and this has been Comic Talk for the week of July 9th, 2026. Take care, everybody. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Super